Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I wanted to come on here today by request from a couple of subbies. Wanted to see how I made this pocket, and this is a Joie de Fi pocket. Okay. Now, some people said they couldn't find her video, but go check her channel out. I'm going to link her again, and I'll try to make contact with her and see if I can get the actual link from the video where she makes these, but she has tons of other ideas. She's great. She's awesome to watch. So definitely go check her channel out. And I'm going to show you how to make this with music paper, and then the recipe book pages that I used to make the big pocket in one of the Christmas journals that I just listed in the shop. And thank you, by the way, to all of you who purchased all my Christmas journals. I'm super excited. They've all sold, and I will be doing maybe a couple of more. I have 2 more custom Christmas ones now, and I will probably finish the other 2 that I started before Christmas. If not before, maybe right after Christmas, I'll finish those other 2 I started. But anyway, okay, so this is music paper. So these pages are 9 by almost 12, right at 12. So what you're going to do is you're going to get three pieces of paper. Doesn't matter. They just need to be the same size, okay? And then you're going to fold it in half. And you're going to fold it in half. I've already done this. I started this video and then I made a mess, spilled my coffee everywhere, so I started over. So you're going to, you want 3 of the same size pieces of paper, and then you're going to fold them in half, okay? So, one you're just going to leave like this. Then you're going to take another one and you're going to fold the edges down like this. And the easiest way to do that is this way, okay? So fold one that way and then turn it over, and you can match them up and fold that one, you know. And then, yeah, I know I'm really precise, right? So then you're going to have a page that looks like this, and you're going to fold this over, okay? So this piece is going to go over this page like that, okay? So you want your folded side here and your folded side here, okay? Now, if you're going to stitch, that really doesn't matter. If you're going to machine stitch them like I'm going to do. If you're going to glue it, you know, it's better to have this folded side, the open side, inside the pocket. You know what I mean? So, and then this page that you folded over, you're just going to fold up like this. And this one does not matter, whichever way, you know, whichever way you want to do that, okay? Do it that way, or you can do it that way. So that's going to give you, now you could technically leave this open, okay? You could technically leave this open, and you could do you a little notch right there, and then you would have that pocket, and that pocket, and that pocket, and that pocket. But I'm gonna stitch across here, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do it stitching. And this is where I knocked my coffee over a while ago, duh. And let's see, I just redid my thread on my sewing machine, so let's hope it doesn't get cankered up on me. So I am going to stitch on this bottom pocket. I'm going to stitch across here, and I'm going to stitch across here, okay? And I'm just going to use a zigzag stitch. Yeah, and I told you my sewing machine's going to do something stupid because I'm on. Yep. I knew it. Okay, anyhow, it does not matter on this particular thing. I can fix that. Let me just fix my sewing machine real quick. Yeah, I knew it was going to do that as soon as I get on video. Isn't that how it always goes? Great. see where my thread, why my thread's acting silly. Okay, let's try this again on the other side. And it's grabbing for some reason. Something's going on here. What's going on? Yeah, it's acting stupid for whatever reason. Let's see. Let's try this again. And it's just lovely. Bear with me, guys. I don't want to start this video again. This is what happens sometimes. I don't know if there's something. It might be time to clean my machine. Okay, so here's how we're gonna fix that. You know what we're gonna do, because I don't like this because it looks terrible. So, when you have something, when you have a mistake happen, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cut that off. And we're gonna cut this side off. Okay, so when we fold this up right here, you know what? It'll just be a little bit shorter pocket. No biggie. Let's see if I can get my machine to cooperate now. Let's see. Okay. Seems to be doing better now. Let me not say that too soon. There is always a way to fix a boo-boo or a mistake in art. So don't just trash things when you mess up or when something goes wrong. Try to figure out. Sometimes my best ideas are for me, sometimes my most creative ideas sometimes come from mistakes. And if you look back on my videos, I had a friend send me a happy mail with a really cool book about making mistakes in art. So like there are no mistakes. So, okay, so that works, see? So stitched across there. Now, and like I said, you don't have to have a sewing machine, you can glue this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stitch here, and then I'm gonna stitch here, okay? Well, I'm actually gonna do it all in one fell swoop. I'm gonna start at this corner. Can you see? Let's start at this corner. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip this paper and I'm gonna go down this. Oh, never mind. These scissors. Okay, so now I have this piece, okay? So now this piece is gonna go against this piece, okay? And then this piece is gonna go here, okay? And then we're gonna stitch down the side. Now, another thing that I did, so if your paper is a little fragile, and this is a pretty thick paper, but if you want a little bit more sturdiness, take this, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Take this page and fold it over like about 1/2 inch, okay? And then if you're just gluing, just glue it down like that. Or since we're stitching, I'm gonna do a straight stitch across this just to give that, come on machine, stop acting ridiculous. Something is happening with my thread feed over here. Let's see. Oh, good gosh. Oh, it's all jammed up again, y'all. It's just not wanting to cooperate with me today. I must have had a little knot or something down in there. Hang on, y'all. Just hang on. Yeah, some. Okay, first of all, this is not pulling right. Let's see. This doesn't happen to any of y'all, does it? Okay, let's try this again. So I'm just straight stitching across the top of this little fold over. That's just another little tip. You don't have to do that, okay? So I just stitched across the top where I did that fold. So now this just gives you a little bit more sturdiness in that top pocket, okay? So now we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna put this piece over the top of that. And we're gonna line that up, okay? Because now, since I folded that over, this is a little bit shorter here, but once we stitch the pocket together, that doesn't matter, okay? But we're gonna line that up. And then we're gonna put this pocket over here. So now you've got this pocket, and this pocket on this side, and the same on the other side, okay? So now we're gonna attempt on my sewing machine today, because it's being ridiculous. We're gonna attempt to stitch here, and then, you know, I think I might just go, sometimes you can go across here too. I'll probably just go all the way around, okay? So I think today, if I can get my sewing machine going and not acting ridiculous, we're just gonna do it like that. If not, we're gonna go back and glue the thing. Let's see. I'm just going very, very slow with my machine today because it's being stubborn. You can see me because my machine was being so stupid. I didn't think I wanted to watch me fight with it. Okay. So now we have the pocket. So we have this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, and this pocket. So you can tip these in your journals, or you can punch holes in them like I did in the ring bound journals or the binders. Or you could, this would be great for just Happy Mail, you know, just stuff a bunch of little goodies in this and send it off in an envelope for Happy Mail. embellish these down here. Like in my books, I didn't do that because I wanted to leave whoever purchased the books the opportunity to do their own thing. But you can like really embellish these little pockets like on this side and this side. And then, you know, tuck your pictures in a book, or, you know, journaling, like if you want to write a letter, or, you know, put your journaling in here or add. You can just really stuff these, and they're lots of fun. So that's the music page one. And then there's another thing you can do, and I'm going to show you. This might be a little bit longer video than I had anticipated because of my ridiculous sewing machine. Okay, so, and all my mess over here now, threads. So now we have that size. See, it's a little bit different in size, okay? And then this is the big one I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna show you the book. This is the book that I got the big pages from, General Foods Kitchen Cookbook, and I think it's from the 60s, and I don't know where the doggone copyright page is because I've started taking it apart, but really cool cookbook, and I love the, like, these are the ones I love the illustrations in them. So I'll save these pages for, you know, other things where you can see some of the illustrations, but, you know, there's a bunch in here. It's a pretty thick book, and really cool. It's just kind of, the cover's just kind of in bad shape. I could probably repurpose it in some way. You know, I probably could make another cookbook out of it, just cover this up, because I don't like this. But I picked this up for like $2 at my store, my favorite store that I like. So when I took this apart, so you've got like one, you know, one's not a whole signature, but you've got two pages that are together, okay? So it's already folded over for you, okay? Now, you can cut this down if you need it a little bit smaller. You know, you can cut your pages down. For the big pockets that I made, I left them just like this. Okay, so I've got one that's folded already, and then this one. And I do kind of think about, okay, I'm not really concerned about having that showing, so I'm gonna do my fold. And really, I just eyeball that, okay? So, and then I'm gonna do my fold on this side. And like I said, I'm not looking for perfection, but they match up. So then I'm gonna fold this back over, okay? And I'm not worried about the sturdiness of this either, because I'm gonna stitch it, okay? So that's gonna be my page that goes this way, okay? Now you can go even further down with your fold. If you want to go further down with your fold, and I think I might go a little bit further down with my fold. Okay. Just kind of, you know, just kind of play with it and see what you like. There are no rules. No rules. So I like it a little bit further down like that. Okay. Yeah. That's more like it. Okay. And then this page, I'm just gonna simply fold up. Now if I want, you know, like if I wanted to have, I could, if I wanted to get a little bit crazy, you know, to make sure things are right side up and right side up, you can do it a little bit different. But for me, I don't care. I'm just gonna fold it up like this, because chances are, if I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna embellish this part. I'm gonna decorate that pocket, okay? Or embellish that pocket. So then you fold that up, and then that's your pocket there. Now, see how this kinda goes down here? I don't want that, so I can either adjust it this way, depending on what size I need for my book, okay? Or I can adjust and cut some of this off, okay? Or I can fold this, you know, so I could fold this, and that gives it even more strength for the pocket. And then I could fold it on the other side. I hope I'm in frame. No. You know, not quite half an inch or something, you know, right out like half an inch, okay? So then, when I do this, that sort of fits better. See? Okay. So now I'm going to stitch across here and here. I'm going to attempt, see if my sewing machine will continue to cooperate or if it's going to fuss at me again. Okay, so there's that part. And then I'm gonna stitch, like I did before, I'm gonna stitch here and here. So I hope you get the idea. I mean, you can do this with any size. You can do mini, you can do much smaller book pages and do little pockets, which are really cute. I did that with some small little ledger pages in the little mini Christmas journals that I made. And they turn out really cute. And then you can make them, I'll show you how you can kind of make it like a signature in your books and your journals. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. It's real simple. I mean, I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, so now I have that, and I have this. Okay, and I'm gonna fold this over too because this paper, while it's nice, kind of matte paper, it is old. So it is a little, I think after going in and out of a big pocket like that, it would be more likely to tear on you. So I am gonna stitch across here just to give it some extra strength. Like I said, 500 times already, I think. I know I repeat myself a lot when I'm trying to, when I do a video, so apologies for that, but I'd rather say it 5 times than not say it at all. And then you'd be like, what's she talking about? She didn't say. Okay. Okay, so now we have this pocket. Well, this part. So we line this up. And I think it's kind of cool. Sometimes you'll get like the little images showing, and you know, you can, you know, this one of course is upside down, but you can try to work your pages so that you have what, you know, things that you want showing. If you're worried about that, or you know, there's all kinds of ways to do these things. So now I'm going to stitch this down. I'm going to tell you though, before I stitch it, so if you want to make a, if you want to make a pocket, let's do it this way. Okay, so if you want to take this and use it as a signature, okay, so you can make one of these on one side, okay, and then attach it to this. And you can make another one, and I'm just using a blank piece of paper, but you can make another one on this side. And once you stitch the whole thing together, okay, then you could have, you could sew in that, and you could have the pocket on this side of your book and the pocket on this side of your book. Does that make sense? So that's how I did the little ones in the little minis. So there's all kinds of variations you can do on this, and she has a ton of, like I said, Joey has a ton of pocket ideas, and there's just so many things. Once again, the possibilities are endless. Now, I'm just holding this together, but if you feel more comfortable kind of clipping things together so they don't shift on you when you're sewing, you certainly can do that. And then make sure your little strings are kind of away from where you're sewing so they don't get caught up in your sewing machine when you're stitching these together, because that can cause it to do what I was doing a while ago. It's a little thicker down at the bottom, so just take it a little bit slower through there. You do not have to use a zigzag stitch. You can use whatever stitch you want. You can use a straight stitch. You can use a fancier stitch. I just really like the zigzag stitch. So now you've got the big pocket. Okay. So this pocket is like 8.5 by 9. Okay. So depending on what kind of journal you're working in. And then folding that over does give it really does give it more strength here and here, okay, when you're going in and out of this big pocket. But I do love this size. It's really cool. So that's fun. And then, so if you want to if you didn't want to use that big a size, okay, or this big, if you want something a little bit smaller, so you can see there's so many different ways you can do this with different book pages. So let's say we want to just use one side of that, and I did cut some of the, cut this page down a little bit, so we fold over. And my cutting's not straight, of course. And then we fold over. And I'm not in frame, haha. Let me move something. And I've got 4 pages, I'll move 4. So you fold over, and we fold over. And you can see my cutting, yeah, straight, not. I'm not concerned with perfection. Okay, so now we can use this page as our big pocket, okay? Now this is gonna get covered up, so we could use it as this pocket, so we'll fold it up like that. It really does not matter, you know, which one you use for what. And then we'll use this one as our folded page here, like this. And we'll fold that. And then we're gonna fold it over like this so I can get it even, because I can't do it any other way to get it even. And you can see these pages want to crack on you just a little bit, even though they're pretty good sturdy matte pages. We'll use that one, and then we'll use this. So now you've got, now I'm gonna leave this edge up. Well, I'm gonna leave that edge up, just like that there. And then here you go. So you've got, just depends on what size paper, you know, what size paper you want to use. You can do small. So now this gives you a like 4.5 by 8. But if you fold this up, you can make it like 4.5 by 7.5. So if I took this, say I took this page and I folded this part. And then when I stitch that, so it's gonna be like that. And now I put that in here, I'm gonna line it up here, okay? And I'm gonna line this up here. And for now, I'm not gonna sew another one. You get the idea, I'm just gonna clip that. But this gives you, so this is now, yeah, so it's now 8. So it's 4.5 by 8, okay? And then you could fold this part too, or you could leave this where you could add a little rickrack or a little trim, or, you know, whatever you wanna do to embellish your pockets. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, you know, let me know. like I said, you can do this with all kinds of paper. I really like the big ones. They are cool, and you can really stuff these. So if you've got big pages, this would also be really cool as a Happy Mail too, to friends. So anyway, so that's the little pocket, the Joie de Fi pocket tutorial. And again, I'll link her channel. I'll link her channel again, and I'll try to contact her too, so you can see her video, because I think some people have not been able to find it. But anyway, if I can get hold of her, she's busy. She's a busy lady. But yeah, so I hope, like I said, I hope you found this helpful, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be back soon. I'm going to show y'all, I think I'm going to come back and show you kind of what I've pulled to work on, or what my possibilities are for Halloween. I don't know how many, you know, journals I'll be able to get made, and it probably will be into like the first or second week of October, because I don't work that fast. But I'll show you a couple of my ideas, and you guys can let me know what you think. Okay? Love you all. See you soon. Bye.